Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud and More channel. In this video we are going to see what are the different kind of delta tables available in Delta Lake. So just to give you an idea, this is not about a video about what is Delta Lake. There are numerous videos, tutorial available. In fact, if you want, I can make another video what is Delta Lake. But if you want to learn about that Delta Lake, there are good documentation. This documentation that is available, you can learn about it, learn more about Delta Lake. So just to give you an idea that Delta Lake is an open source software and the underlying system is a Parquet file, and the main reason why we use Delta Lake, apart from it's able to handle big data solution, scalable solution, we use Delta Lake for two reasons. One is the ACID transaction and another is the time travel. So ACID transaction, if you might remember from your old RDBMS day, we can implement those kind of ACID capability using Delta Lake. And also there is a misconception about the Delta Lake, that Delta Lake is a proprietary system for Databricks, but that's not true. Delta Lake is an open source system and it is created under Apache Foundation, and this is the website delta.io. so in fact you can set up your own Delta Lake without the Databricks. That is possible. If you want, I can create another video just to show you how we can use Delta Lake without any Databricks environment. Okay, but that's a different topic. We can go with this on different video, but this video is about what are the different delta tables are available and what will be the scenario in which case you should consider using those tables. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get started. And before we start it, if you do like this video, if you like this channel, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Let's get started with what are the different delta tables. So to do that, I have already created this notebook and I'll publish this notebook. It will be available in the Git. I'll provide the Git link in the details section, so please feel free to go through it. If you have any comments, do let me know. So in the Delta Lake there are two types of tables are available. One is external and one is managed. So let's try to understand what is the difference between external and managed tables and how do you actually create it. Okay, so the managed tables, let's create a managed table. Let's say employee manage, which contains 3 columns: ID, first name and last name. Now if you remember, if you know already, and that if you create any table in Databricks specifically, it will be by default it will be created in the using delta. So in this table construct you don't have to specify the delta option, but for the better understanding we are specifying it. So let's try to create this table. Okay, so this table is created. Now let's try to understand what this table contains. So as you can see, we have put in the describe extended query and we can see the column name and also the catalog. By default it is created a catalog, Spark catalog, and this is the table name, and as you can see that this is a managed table. Okay, and also you can see this is the default path. Okay, and also this is a delta table. Okay, now let's see what are the files are available in this path. Okay. So as you can see, there is only one directory, delta log directory is there is no file because we have not inserted any data. This is a blank table. Okay, let's try to insert record. Okay, so 2 record will be inserted. So as you can see, 2 records has been inserted, and now let's try to understand what happened with the files. So as you can see, one Parquet file has been created because even though it is a 2 records inserted, this is considered as a single transaction. So one Parquet file has been created. Okay, and let's try to drop this table. Okay, let's drop this employee managed table. Okay, now let's try to understand what happens with the underlying data if you drop a managed table. So we'll run the command again. So as you can see, it throws a file not found exception, so that means the directory is empty. In fact, the directory does not exist. So the idea of the managed table is that you create the table and the data and the tables are clubbed together. So if you remove the table, the data will be removed. Okay, so now let's try to create an external table. Now for the external table, we'll first let's create a data frame. So in this demo we are creating a Spark data frame using list. So two employee records has been created with ID 1 and 2, and let's write this data frame in a dbfs path as a delta format. Okay. So the file has been written. Now let's see what are the files available. So as you can see that there are two Parquet files has been created. Okay. Now let's create the external table using that location. Now here if you see, we are not specifying the column names or the column size or anything. We are just creating this table using this location. So now we'll just query the table. Okay. So this is what external table. So external table is your table is referring to a particular location. Okay. So in case let's say you have some ETL operation where you are pushing your data into data lake continuously, at that time you should create an external table. So the moment you create an external table, even if you drop the table, the data will reside. So let's see how it works actually. Okay, let's describe the table, and we can see the type is external and this is the location. Okay, now let's drop the table. Okay, so table is dropped, but we'll verify what is the status of the files. So if we see, we can see that two files are still there. Okay, so even if we delete the table, the underlying files are not removed. This is external table. So in case if you, as I was saying, the use cases, as the files are keep on coming on your data lake or external file storage, so at that time you should use external tables rather than managed tables. Okay, so by mistake, if you delete the table, it should not delete the underlying file. Okay, so this is the difference between the external tables and the managed table. Managed table can be, hope you do like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.